Okay, trying this again. Whew. Doing something a little bit different this time. I'm going to try recording some Half-Life Alyx gameplay for a really awesome level that came out by the Eagle-Eye dev team. I'm just adjusting my headset really quickly. Oh, that feels good. Nice and tug. There we go. Let me just... Yep. Alright. It's alright and tidy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so... I have played this before. I play tested it. Worked on it. No, sorry, not worked on it. But offered them some advice and stuff like that. And I did try to do a blind playthrough earlier, but my mic was not working the entire time, and this is what I get for not checking. Hopefully it works this time. If it doesn't, then I guess I'm just never supposed to speak again, and it's just the universe trying to tell me that. Anyway, let's get started. Everything still should be set up properly. Alright, delete this, restart from the beginning. Hopefully I won't sound as excited as I did when I first played it. Because I did play it today, and I wanted to wait a little bit, but I figured I might as well jump back in. At least now I know what's coming, and I can talk a little bit more, in a little bit more detail without having to worry as much about everything else. But yeah, I'm probably going to cover a little bit of how it's changed during development, and also talk about what they did right, and what they did, and some things that they did wrong, or kind of little nitpicks and things. I'll give you a hint. They did a lot right. So... yeah, I think it'll be cool to look at. It's one of the best campaigns so far, and it's not even done. Just such a blast. Just such a blast to play and walk through. I'll talk a little bit more about how that happened, or how they pull it off. Once this loads, it takes a while. I am surprised it's all one map, though, which is amazing. You really do a lot with these if you put your mind to it. Is that focused right? I'm trying to get the focus wrong. Sorry, messing with the headset some. Come on, load. Ah, there we go. Love this intro. This intro is freaking amazing. I love this so much. It's so cool.
Agent Alyx Bond.
Oh, this hologram is
Prepare to enter
just so
Soviet
awesome.
Combine territory. Investigate their dramatic military movements and the rogue distress signal regarding a mysterious weapon. Good luck, Bond. You'll need it.
I love that hologram so much. So much character and such. I want to touch it. I want to have my hands and mess with it.
Bond, your objective is located 9 clicks ahead. Make your way.
The music was a little loud at first, but I think it works for the opening. Oh man, it's just so cool. Oh, I didn't even realize the radio antenna is sort of my objective from here. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know it's a dead Combine. Yeah, this is just dope. So first off the bat, visuals are absolutely astounding. It's just a fun... I love how the environment's just fun to move through. There's a lot of parallax. You get a lot of use of 3D. And not everything's straight. Like, these aren't... Not everything's at right angles. It adds a lot of interest. Like, I just want to go over there. Oh, it's really good. So packed with detail, but the route the player is taking is really well done. Like, you got all this junk and stuff on the sides, but I know that this is my walkable area. I love all these little, like... what's the word? Changes in elevation. Like, it does it really well. Oh, it's so cool. How's my performance doing? Nice. Like I was saying earlier, those smokestacks look a little small, but... yeah. I like the radio tower as an objective. I didn't even think about that. Might want to... I don't know. Just didn't catch my eye earlier. I love that it's the golden hour, and you got like the sun setting or rising. I can't really tell. And just, yeah, it just looks great. Brilliant time of day choice. With everything kind of that golden hue. I like it a lot. Done this all before, but I'm just immersing myself. Oh, come on, tracking. I believe in you. Nice little bits of scavenging around too. This is a little awkward for me. Because, like, I couldn't find a good place to stand at certain points. Well, now it seems to be working fine, but earlier today it wasn't. Like, yeah, like there, that's awkward. Because it's just a little bit. Like, if I crouch my head some, then I can stand under it. But if I stand too high, just a little awkward to get through. Oh, I just love this. Just like it's so packed with detail, but it's not too noisy. And it's just fun to move around. I also like Half-Life Alyx does this a lot too, and they do this really well here. The paths, most of the paths aren't straight. I'll point out some more examples of that. But with teleport movement, it can get really easy to what's the word? Get into a rhythm of just teleporting and teleporting and teleporting. Having this sort of these paths sort of zigzag around help keep players focused and looking and like, oh, I like this thing. Forgot about that. Keep players focused. What the heck? There we go. That was weird. Yeah, it keeps players focused, which is really cool, really nice. So you're moving with purpose. You're not just, you know, it takes a little bit of effort. Oh, nice resin. Oh, get over here. Love the lighting too. It really draws you forward. And there's nice changes in colors and mood. Oh, it's so well done. I love that scene. Really great way to have you sort of
That's the alarm. Expect conflict.
exactly. Really great way to tell you that they know you're here. I love the little worker scrambling along the ground. The footstep sounds feel a little weird, a little bit too loud, like they're not really what's the word? I don't know, they feel a little bit too present for considering they're behind glass and stuff. But I like that scene a lot, and it keeps you tense, and it kind of draws you forward. Like, it's not just randomly exploring an area. You know there's going to be a fight at some point, and it's just planning that idea to kind of keep you aware. Yeah, I just love that scene. Really well done. Oh, something else I was going to mention. Oh, yeah, and the alarm. I don't know if I can hear it. It's very low. It's not an loud, annoying alarm, which I like. Yeah, I can hear it right now. It's very often. Oh, and you also have player body sounds. As I move around, you can kind of hear Alyx's jacket, suit, whatever she's wearing. It's just awesome. Love that. And even love these little, like, divots in the ground and stuff. So cool. I do think it was funny, though, that for a secret agent Bond, Alyx gets spotted pretty quickly. Then we're back here. Love the use of space. It's all very... The scale is really good. I know in earlier versions it wasn't that great. Like, it was just... Areas were just so big. But here it feels very full. But, like... Not super... Like, it's just a perfect... It's like a comfortable scale. Ooh. How'd that break? I didn't even know that. I didn't know these things were actual physical props you could interact with, which I like. That's cool. Check this for supplies. Ugh. Oh. I like the golden gun too. I like the shader on it. It looks really cool. I know in earlier versions that I've seen that did that resin. Oh, that's just no draw. That there was the shader didn't look too good in older versions of stuff, but this looks really nice. I wish I had some custom text on it, but yeah, it's so cool. So detailed, man. I like it a lot. I thought they had boosted the damage, but they had in earlier versions. I think they toned it down a little in this version, which is good. I mean, I like it. It helps keep the combat a little bit more, I don't know, not focused, but like helps to make the combat longer, so you're not just tearing your way through enemies. Because Half-Life Alyx's AI isn't really designed for large numbers. You can make it work, but you know. Love this lighting. And I like this too. This it's not right in your face as a tutorial to how to use this mechanic. Also, the wind's kind of hard to see here, but I love the sound too. Just whoop. Love that. So cool. And you have an open hole in the ceiling so you can actually see the pipe go and drop. And you can't see everything from where you're looking, so you actually have to physically move your head to get everything into perspective. Which just, you know, it takes advantage of VR. Really nice. Really well done. And of course, the light draws you there, even though that's not really the way to go. So kind of ensuring that most players get there. One thing I also really like, which this staircase is not a good example of, they do a lot of 90-degree turns. Like, it's not just 180s all the time when you're traversing around. There's an environment later on that does that really well. But it helps keep people who use quick turn and are in the physical space to not get tangled too much. It's really good flow. Just a joy to move around. Oh, I thought this yellow was strange when I first saw it, but I kind of like it. It makes it stand out. And there's always I don't know, the time between interactivity is very small, which I like. There's not a lot of dead space, I guess, if that makes sense, even if it's some light scavenging. Oh, hello. I wonder if I caught you last time. Oh, I love this. Love this so much. Nice use of the soundscape systems as well. Love the movement of the train. Ah, and that's the comm tower from earlier. Or was it blinking earlier? I don't know. I love the blinking, though. That wasn't there in earlier versions, at least as far as I know. And you got all the little wires coming out of it and the top. It looks so cool. Such good combine work. Nice little bit of kit bashing. And I love this vista. This vista's just great. I wish there was a pigeons here or something to like knock props away as you can fly away as you come out. Like, I love the little leaves floating around, the smoke creating the parallax, the buildings in the back. You get some nice depth with all the layering. Really well done. You get to preview the way ahead. There's a hint of the missiles you're going to see later, sorry. So cool. Oh, is this something I can see through here? Oh, it's nothing. Okay. Interesting use of rendering space. Anyway. Yeah, just so well done. I love it. Oh, yo. Oh, I love that. You can kind of see the missiles there. I'm just going to be gushing this whole time. I'm sorry to say. That's cool. I love how they're... Oh, and there's a music change, too? I noticed that. Yeah, and they kind of seem layered up. This is sick.
Oh, a stockpile of SM-2 missiles. The standard arsenal for any competent country. Not what we're here for.
I just love this room. I love what they did with the missiles. Feel so huge, like almost like they're too big for the space. This room used to be way larger and a pain to get through, but I love what they did with it. And I kind of love this room too. Like, it not nearly as heavy with the scavenging. There aren't a million desks as there were before, but it was And it also kind of tells a little story, in my opinion. Like, this place has been cleaned out for some reason. Like, abandoned purposefully. Like, they took everything out of here. Like, it's almost oddly empty. Like, it makes me nervous. It's like, why? Why'd they move? Like, it's not abandoned. They didn't leave the furniture. Also, I love how that spins now. It didn't always do that. So many questions, so little answers. Ugh! Wait, is that? Oh, it broke! Oh, hello. One thing that did kind of bug me... Oh, wait. I'll talk about it later. Getting ahead of myself. I should focus on the moment. It's a clock. Huh. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Oh. Yeah, I have the game running on low fidelity settings, by the way. That's why some stuff might look kind of smudgy. Because recording is a pain, and my computer isn't really built for it. Oh, that just looks so nice. I love the little change in elevation, too. Like, you can walk on this, I guess. You're really encouraged to walk here. Is there over there? No. And this, like, gets you right up next to the missiles, so you can just, like, really take them in and the scale of it. And this little change in elevation is just a nice little... It's just visually appealing and different. And then get some of that resin under here. I love this little hidey hole, too. Again, more changes in elevation. Keeping things interesting. The space isn't says empty. Which can be difficult to do, especially when you have a space like this, where, like, big machinery needs to move through. But yeah. What happens if I'm not going to do that. I also love how this ladder is behind this missiles. So you can kind of catch a glimpse from it here. But at the same time, you're kind of like forced to really interact with the missiles, notice them, get up and close and personal with them. And it's like... It doesn't obscure the ladder, if that makes sense. You know you just need to go around it, but it still keeps navigating the space interesting. I love all the little greebling and pipe detail up there. So cool. And yet down below, it's not too noisy. It's like... Still clear spaces to move. That's a little awkward. And I love all the little motion from like the particle effects going around. It just makes the world feel kind of more alive. But don't know what the story behind this is and why it's pink. A mystery for another day, perhaps. I love the timing of that. There we are. Okay, see, I remember before I tried throwing it over the top. I think they put a little... I think there's a little clip brush there, because I got on top of this and tried yeeting it over. Which, okay, I get it, why you really want players to... Uh-oh. What have I done? Oh. That texture can be animated, by the way. I believe it can be. You need to get that set up properly. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. You just make that fence higher. Like, make the fence higher. Or put some pipes over the top. You don't need to clip it like that. Make it super obvious. I love that if I do it that way, it doesn't go through. But if I do it this way, that was just so cool. I loved that. That was like such a cool little physics interaction. Is there stuff in that crate? No. Love the little smoke coming off. Makes it really dramatic. All this whole sequence is just really well done. Yeah. Cool stuff. Really awesome. Like little physics interactions that keep things interesting. Go back out here. On the HDR. I love this room. I still hear the alarm. Okay. This just feels nice and tight and cozy. And it's like, I love the lighting here. Like, it creates such a nice sense of mystery, especially with the music going on. The music is nice because it also keeps me calm. Like, before, when I did this without the music, I was always expecting an enemy around every corner. But now with the music, it's like you're kind of tense, but you're not really expecting anything. You kind of have the air to be able to relax. But I love this lighting. It kind of, it's not so stark that like all this stuff is in shadow. You can still see around here, but it gives a sense of mystery because there's something back there that's being lit and you can't like see it. I don't know. It's like hard to describe, but you know, the light's like going around the corners. It makes you wonder what's being lit up, you know? I also love the this line of sight blocker here. It makes the space more interesting to move through, but it doesn't make the space less readable. I know the general dimensions of this room, but because this line of sight blocker's here, it's still kind of interesting to move around. Because having anything you can do to break up the space in VR is really nice. Did I miss anything over here? No, it's empty. Okay. Oh, I didn't change interface hand. There we go. And I love this too as sort of a reminder of how these puzzles work, in case they come up later on. A lot of little, not tutorials, but sort of, they ease you into things. Love this little gag. I don't know why they just kept this one though. What was I saying? Yeah, I love the little reminders of how some things work in Half-Life Alyx. Oh, nice vodka. There's a lot of little personal details. Oh, someone's been to the Northern Star. A lot of little personal details here. Didn't even notice these. Neat little shed. Yeah, I love this space so much. Like, it's small, but it's not too cramped. It's like a cozy sort of level. Really nice little scavenging space too. Dedicated scavenging space. Hello. I like how, because this is a more action-focused level, ammo's not really a problem. Still something to think about, but not super bad. Okay.
You're on the edge, Bond. Best of luck.
Okay, now last time I did this, I was able to sneak along this here and get right up close to them. Ended up making me pretty hurt. Because there's not really any health syringes around, which makes these fights more tense, I will admit. But yeah, I was a little bit too aggressive the first time I played this and was down to 1 health. There's a really bad autosave here before I start the fight, because I'm going to have to get into it. Let's see if I can do this differently. I'm going to try going right up to here. Okay. Oh, did they see me? Yep. Nice. Whoa! Oh, shoot! Oh, you asshole! Whoa! Oh, my aim sucks today. I love the use of music, though, to adjust the mood. Oh, I got nicked there. Hold on to that grenade. But yeah, there was an autosave when I killed these 3 guys that, I had 1 health left. 1 health, and I tried my best, but I couldn't make it. So I had to load an earlier autosave. So in case to stop that from happening, in case things get really bad, especially with these mid-combat autosaves, might want to try using an autosave dangerous. I always find 20 health is a good minimum. But yeah. Anyway, just something to keep in mind for the future. Oh, I love this arena. It's very I know I'm ruining the flow, the pace, the flow of the fight, but it's very dynamic. It starts off with 2 guys, you kill one, another one spawns. Really nice use of the cover. The enemies keep moving around, and you get a lot of gameplay out of a really small number of enemies because they keep flanking you and keeping you on the move. Like if I'm here, they flank me from over there, or if I'm here specifically, they'll flank me from over there or push up to here. If I'm here, they'll get me over there. There was one time I really liked where I think I was here and I was aiming at a guy, and he started running and I was ready to aim over there, but then he stopped there and started shooting me. Really nice dynamic space. Hopefully I don't kill the next fight. But yeah, that was really well done. I also like how this is kind of... I think this is annoying. You might want to get rid of that, because I was pinned over here at one point and I tried running and like got shot to pieces because I had so much trouble trying to get over that railing. I think it was actually over here. I was like shooting someone. Then he got an angle on me and I had a bunch of trouble trying to get over this. Ended up just hiding in this corner. But, which I think is kind of okay, because this space has such big line of sight blocking that's really easy for a player. Oh, I like the fog. It's really easy for the player to control the engagement, so making this space a little bit more difficult to get into. Because like with how this is here, you're really exposed to that angle there. Like if this stairwell was over there, it'd be really easy to stay in cover the whole time. It's a little bit of risk reward, and I like that. Really well done there. Okay. I know there's... Oh! Oh, shoot! Oh, nice. Oh, okay, I'm getting better. All of this, too, that the icon changed. Okay, I'm gonna use this better this time. Oh. Where are you going? Oh. Oh, they're bunching up. What are you doing? Oh. Okay. Okay. Where is he? Oh. Ooh, that's a nasty angle. Where is he going? Where is he going? No. Whew. God, officers are rough. Oh, nice. There's health here. I loved that though. The fact that like there was no health earlier, entire fight, and there's like a smidge of health here. Like so there was, I don't want to say dramatic, but you know, like I had to be worried about not getting shot. It wasn't just globs of health all over the place. One thing I will note, I have a clip of this on the Discord. Oh yeah, really good fight. I love how it flows from more open-ended, flank-heavy fights, and then to a more linear fight. Makes it really helps the pacing. You have a lot less options up here, and with the angles the enemies are at, you really have to get down low. I don't know why they clumped up like that. Not really sure what's going on there. Notice a lot in this. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, and it had a nice little flow of the enemies kind of lead you forward. I know when I played this earlier, that officer actually ran backwards, and I went to chase after him. He like ran into that room up there. But yeah, it goes from flank heavy combat to more linear combat, which is nice and keeps things tense and the player's sort of tactical choices varied. I love that little gas canister in that corner too. Really nice touch. Allows a little bit of player expression and have to use this one gas canister well. It's not like littered all over the place. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention. So when I played this earlier, oh yes, small. Thank you. Come on, man. Those aren't biodegradable. He ran away, and then I came back here, and I was standing here, and he ran right up to me and punched me in the face. Very unnerving. It made the AI look pretty dumb. I mean, it worked, but it was a little strange, and that's why you got to be careful about how you place cover positions, because there's another combat space around that corner, and I think he ran all the way over there, because his advanced range, I think, is pretty large. So he retreated all the way back there, and then he probably found a shoot position like behind me or next to me or something, and ran to there, and that's why he ended up running into me. So more cover positions in this hallway would probably have helped a lot. So instead of him running all that way or all the way back, he could have taken cover in here. And even ones that really wouldn't be great for taking cover, but good for shooting. So if there was like a cover position where I am here, he could get an angle on me, even though he can't really take cover in this corner very well. I love this space, by the way. This little... I'll talk about it in a second. I love the action, that music too, keeping me tense. Ooh. Ooh. Where are you going? I love how the music also keeps kind of the action flowing in a way that I really appreciate. Because I know when playing this before, Alyx does this, Half-Life Alyx does this too, where like the fights felt kind of disjointed. But the action keeps players tense and lets you know, hey, look, the fight's not over yet, stay alert. I also love this. Like, originally there was more in this going on in this room, but I love the little duel with the officer you can have here. Like you and him trying to get good angles on each other. I thought that was really well. And the manhack is nice cover. I end up doing this in a couple encounters I'm working on too, where manhacks are nice little distractions to kind of cover the enemies as they get into good positions. And he did a good job there. Thankfully, I was able to kill the manhack early and get some good shots on. Really liked that. One thing that did bug me is that I love this little couch here. So, like, I wanted to take cover behind this couch to kind of, like, get down low and get in a good place. But because he could get, like, oh, this couch is a lot smaller than I thought. But anyway, because he had a slight height advantage on me, I didn't want to take up this couch. But one thing that does bug me about this space, and I had some trouble with earlier, is it's kind of noisy, the ground. So it's hard to tell what's where I can go and where I can't. I mean, I can go everywhere, but it's kind of finicky. So, like, I had a lot of trouble realizing, I didn't think I could go this way at all. Like, go around this and go around that. Like, it was just hard to know what was space I could walk on and what wasn't. And the paths I had available to me weren't very clear. So, definitely one thing to improve upon. I think it's just because there's so much noise on the ground. Yeah. So, I didn't really know. And I'm also kind of trapped behind this thing, but that's okay. Because I think I considered pushing up, but I wasn't... I don't know, I had trouble teleporting on some of this stuff. Maybe it was... This was weird. Oh, I can do that? That's odd. Okay, Alyx. But yeah, maybe cleaning up the space foam to make it a little bit more clear where players can move. Love that, though. You did such a good job, dude. And I love the little, like, stair step this does towards the ladder. I love this, I'm gonna say what I love so much. I enjoy this, this environment a lot. It feels like almost like a hotel from The Last of Us, with the way it's sort of all decayed and falling apart. And, like, I love the little, like, teal color of the walls that makes it just, like... I don't know, it feels like a lot of places I've been to before. And, or seen before. And it's... And all the little way everything's kind of decayed around. It's a really nice style of those sort of, like, older hotels that try to seem kind of fancy. They'll have some, like, history behind them. Really great aesthetic, visually astounding. I remember thinking that originally that hole was kind of weird, but now that I see it, like, all in here, I love the way the light is kind of bleeding in through there. Really well done. Anyway, upward we go. I also like how this is dark here. Like, there's a bunch of stuff in the way, so you know, hey, this isn't a space you should really worry about, but it's still detailed. Like, it's dark, and all these static props are in the way, so it's like, yo, don't even worry about this door. But there's still, like, visual detail there, and makes it more interesting, which I like a lot. I like this space, too. I keep wanting to have a level where I use a fridge as a piece of cover. Nice little bit of scavenging in the middle of the fight. And see, like, normally this would be, the pacing for this would feel weird, but, ooh, nice! Normally the pacing for this would feel weird, having this scavenging with action still going on. But the music helps keep things, oh, dang it. The music helps keep things, flowing. And makes you stay tense, which I like. It's really well done. The music is great, by the way. Very Bond-esque, and like it kind of gives it that theatrical feel and dynamic too, which is really done. Good job mixing all that. Don't know how to do that and pulled it off. This room's changed a bit. Oh, hello. Didn't notice you last time. Oh, I want that cabinet. Oh, is that? Why is this red? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. And one thing I really wish, which it didn't happen last time, is that there was some dynamic shadows here. I know some enemies are about to spawn, but I would have loved being able to see some of the guys' shadows appear, like in the lighting there as they come around the corner. Like, I think a charger spawns back there. I'd love to have seen his shadow, like, go across the wall over there, or see the grunt that comes out of that room that way. But as it stands, well, here. Oh, there it is. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh. Where is he? Eat a book! Oh, I missed. Eat a trash can! Oh, I missed. Eat. Oh my god. Eat that! Whew.
So, these Combine soldiers just patrol through this rubbish all day, busting holes in walls, but without any upkeep or cleanup? These Soviet Combine are the strangest military force to march the earth.
I thought that was a strange line. I thought it was funny, but I like how it made me like have more questions. Like, that's a good point. Like, why are they patrolling here? What are they doing here? Like, they aren't upkeeping it, so they clearly don't really care about the location all that much. So why? Ooh, that's cool. So the shadow did render this time. Interesting. Yeah, there's ways to control that, because I think you can. I also think he spawns in front of the light, so you might want to keep that in mind of how you control those shadows. Because this shadow just appeared there. Because I know you can use. There's other people on the Discord server who know, but yeah, there's ways in Half-Life Alyx to control what casts dynamic shadows. Like if I grab this. Oh, hello. Yeah, see how it casts dynamic shadows like that? But if I throw it across the room, it doesn't. So you can only have one source of light casting dynamic shadows at a time. So getting those Combine to show up probably would be kind of weird. But I think that'd be so cool. You also hear the charger a little bit earlier, so it'd be just nice and dramatic. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I love all the little details on these walls too. And again, making a good use of a small number of enemies with the with the grunt running interference for the charger. Really liked that. And I love the sort of lighting choices here. Like that, like again, it's the same sort of mysterious thing I mentioned, where there's a light around the corner shining on, kind of drawing you forward, wondering what's over there. It's not like some of the other lighting in other games and stuff where it's also, I love this so much. Where like it's shining forward and just lighting up a doorway. And here it's coming from behind the doorway. It makes it more mysterious. And I love this sort of weird, eerily green lighting and brown color scheme. It feels smoky, if that makes sense. Like, I can imagine someone with an ashtray and filled in the air filled with smoke, with a cigar or a cigarette. Really, oh come on, give me one. Yeah, come on, there we go. Really well done. And I like this thing too. When I did it in my first playthrough, I was able to jump through here and kind of get around to get a flank on the charger. And I don't know if this doorway here is larger or not, because I know in earlier versions I had a lot of trouble getting into this space. Here I felt very comfortable being able to just zip over here, use this door frame as cover, and use some of this wall as cover. Really nice smooth navigation over there. Really like that. So much good detail. I love this little hidey hole up there. Really nice use of it. And I haven't gotten a lot of resin. And like, I'm scavenging, but it's not always a guarantee that I'll find something. And it makes every little bit of resin somehow have more value. I'm not just being overflowed. It's a long campaign, so it makes sense why you'd pace it out. But yeah, really cool. I love this. I love the lighting change. This feels like a more sinister area than that one. You've got all the Combine tech smashing through everything. Are these tiles still glitchy? No, they aren't. Nice. Can I? Hey. Oh. So I just having some fun. The audio might have been messed up. I'm still hearing crow noises. Oops. Okay, I'm up here. Still kind of awkward to get around. But having 180s on ladders and stuff feels a lot more comfortable than having 180s elsewhere. I'm wondering why not just extend that ladder up more so players can dismount over here. I mean, it's no big deal. I was just curious. Is there anything in here? No. I love these things. These little... There's some more of them later on. These little... like maintenance fence things. They're just... I don't know. They're like a reskinned cabinet. But they're visually different. They give me that Half-Life 2 Deathmatch vibes. I don't know. I just think it's nice. Oh, that's cool. Stop by the pipe. I mean the wire. And now we're back into exploration mode. Yeah, the audio's definitely messed up. I love that little puzzle sound when you open the door. I don't know what's really up with that, but I think it's neat. Yeah, I'm definitely still hearing outdoor sounds. That's kind of annoying. Probably something glitched on a save load or something. Now again, a nice little tutorial for the trip mines. In case you forgot, they're a really obvious spot. Really easy to get to and manage. And I love the time between interactivity. Again, I come up this ladder, there's a thing there, there's a door. Like, it's not just, I'm just, moving through a hallway. There's, like, stuff to do, stuff in the way. Of course, you shouldn't have interactivity around every corner, and they don't here. Oh, nice. Nice little reward for deciding to disarm another mine. No, I don't want to do that. I don't need that many grenades, do I? Nah. Oh, hello. Maybe I can get 20 resin. I think last time I got 18. That was hard to see. I like that. Oh, hello. I love this space. I want more levels in, like, basements. I mean, the basements and attics. Like, this, just these sort of storage spaces you don't spend a lot of time in. Reminds you of where you get the wire cutter, or fence laser cutter in Wolfenstein, The New Order. Not the New Order. Yeah, the New Order. Really, really cool. Oh, I can go in here. It seems larger than normal. And it's also nice, there's some lighting weirdness going on here. You might want to adjust your light probes. Maybe have another probe in here for these props. But yeah, this is... Oh, this is so cool. What is that? I didn't even notice this little overhang before. And again, it's that mystery lighting as well. Like, you see, there's just a light coming out there, but it kind of draws you forward and gives it that whole exploration vibe. It's just a really good... Using the art to really help set a mood and tone, which I like a lot. And this is cool. Oh, hello. This room, it's completely changed, and I love it. Oh, it feels so cool. I love the combine drying machine. Just such a... Like, it's so combine and mysterious. Like, what... I don't know. It's like, what are they... There's all this machinery in here. What's it doing? What's going on? And there's just this light here in the back to draw you forward. And you can't even... From here, you can't even see exactly what... I mean, it's obviously a console, but, like... To get a good look at it, you have to kind of come around the side. It just... And I love the little, like, this little staircase here. It makes... Again, makes moving through that space more interesting. I can't stand on these, right? Oh, I can. Might want to clip that. You shouldn't be able to do that. Oh, that does. Okay, I had an issue earlier where I didn't really know what I was doing with this. I was thinking a button to pop up or something. That didn't catch my eye at all. Maybe... It seemed odd to me also, because normally when you unlock something, it's something on the console itself. So you unlock something, press a button, and then unlocks that. So you could have this unlock thing here and have a button or something unlock here, or a switch, or a turn knob, I don't know. Or just put that unlock thing here, so that's more my peripheral vision. Because having it all the way down there, I'm like looking here, and I have no... I was thinking a puzzle or something. Anyway, this is cool. I thought this was neat.
Blimey, yuck. That is a leap beyond transhuman technology.
I don't know what he means by that. Oh, the wall's making guns? I do really like how slimy this looks, though. Oh, and it's pulsing, too. You've got the little... That's so cool. Don't really quite understand it, but, you know. And I love the fact that guns in front of the port I have to turn on. Like, that's... Sorry. That like, you have to actually remove the gun to be able to progress forward. Really clever. Also, this has a weird collision box. I don't really know what's up with this prop. It's always been that way. I've just never noticed before. This is cool. I gotta, like, squeeze in here. Nice, tight and cramped. I'm not a huge fan of this being physics, though. I feel like that's just awkward and weird. And it's normally not physics. And it just makes getting through this space a lot more complicated. Like, getting through here is kind of awkward. Like, yes, it's like it keeps getting caught up, and I think maybe if I... Oh, now I can go. I don't know. Moving through... That just felt weird with this thing in the way. Maybe if this was more... There was more floor here, like this was pushed over some. It's again, it's just ease of navigation. Because it's done so well everywhere else. Moments like that feel kind of weird. I do love this, though. I love this. I want more maps that deal with, like, the bilges of buildings. Even though I know that's not the proper term. Where you're, like, kind of... Oh, hello. Maneuvering through... Oh, hello. Yes. Maneuvering through, what am I saying? The inner workings of a building. Oh. Oh. Oh, he was ready. Oh. Oh. Love that. Really makes you scramble and think on your toes. Because I don't think you can really use this as cover. And you can see his feet and hear him before it drops, but you don't exactly know what's going to happen. Then you see his feet and you're like, oh crap, he's about to shoot me. And then I see him and his gun's already raised and ready to go. I'm like, oh god, need to get to cover now. Really nice, well done trap. The elevator doesn't move down too slow. It gives me time to react. Really cool. I thought this was strange. Also, I can pull this back. I don't know if I should be able to, so I'm just going to keep it there. So this activates the laser cutter here, which I cannot see that. That should be lit up. There should be a light or something when I turn it on. And there's no sound either, which also feels weird. I love the effect, though, of, like, it getting white, the laser moving in a circle, and you can kind of see it, like, melting a hole in the side. And I love how that pops up, too. It's such a little thing, but also means you have to move it away. And then the glow fades. Such nice effects. But, like, this feels weird. Like, did the Combine install a laser cutter for this specific scenario? Like, I don't know. I feel like if it's a way the player has to place it, like, if it was the player's... Like, in the earlier versions of this wasn't here. And I had thought that the player did something to make it a laser, to make it cut a laser. But yeah, but this just feels all kinds of weird to me. I like the design of it. Like, it's a cool little laser thingy-majigger. But if you had, like, the player had to physically move it over there or something... I don't know. It's just... And this space is so constrained, too. I bet you could pull that off. Have, like, a really obvious spot where it could connect into. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think that just feels weird to me. But still, visually, really great. I love this, too. Being able to see the guy, getting him ready. Oh, there's a bullet decal. Okay. Okay, I have health this time. Last time I didn't have health, so I just gotta be careful with how I do this. Oh, he's over there. Can he hit me? Oh, his gun's kind of blocked by that. The sight. Oh, the sight lines on this whole spot is weird. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, and also I like this little pneumatic tube thing, but I feel like it's nice to give the player options, but it's so close. I could just chuck my own grenade. You know, it's not that difficult to just lob it over the top and roll it forward. I think a fence or something here to make it more difficult to throw a grenade but still allowing him to shoot through would help facilitate the player using this pneumatic tube that way. And then this could be a more difficult angle for them to throw it from. I like this cover here, but it seems to really block some of his bullets. I do love, absolutely adore the fact that he retreats, though. It really makes this fight feel more dynamic. Yeah. I love the fact he retreats. Like, that's a nice touch, makes it feel dynamic, kind of draws you forward. It's a shame that he can't... they don't really know how to shoot on the proper angles, because I'd love to have seen the bullets coming out of here. I think he was shooting the wall earlier. But yeah, I love that. That just makes it feel all the more like you see him here, he's suppressing you, you start getting, like, you hit him with a grenade or something. I'm used to him standing over there. I was interested they chose the left side this time. Oh, sorry. And yeah, it was a nice touch. I hadn't seen him do that before. And it yeah, again, makes it feel dynamic and gives the fight some pace to it. Of course, I think I almost killed him earlier, but just, you know, if the player can't kill him fast enough, it's nice and keeps things varied. I love the fact you moved this ladder. Originally, this ladder was in the middle of the room, and it felt super awkward to get up. This feels so much better, flow-wise. I love the sign, too, that it tells you you're fixing the elevator. Which is still not really a clear objective to me. Like, like, I didn't know the elevator was turned off, and I needed to turn it back on. Like, I'm just moving through the space now. I'm assuming I'm just trying to figure out whatever the Combine are up to. And I never really felt trapped, like I needed to power on the elevator.
Nice.
This was interesting too, the pink paint. Oh, tracking. Weird little hitches. Again, some nice mines to keep the pace, tone the pace down a little. Ooh, okay, that was tricky. It's got some extra nice. Let's try to get him early this time. Oh, dang it. Oh, shoot. I can't see him. Poke your head out. Poke your head out. Come on, dude. Fine. Oh, you know what? I don't want to kill you anyway. You stay there. Peace. I like that guy. I like the little. What? Why do you say agent down? Great. Now I feel nervous that he's alive still. This was weird. There's no physical connection on these pipes. I love this little tangle of wires, though. Like, who the heck wired this place? I also didn't realize I had to power both things. Oh wait, no, I do like how I had to power both things, but I think these lights could be more combined. It was a nice touch, though. I thought this was strange. Why is this one rotating and this one pulsing outward? I like this though, having to move this box that you're gonna need later to activate this. And this is weird. You can also stand here and not even need the box, FYI. Which I feel like you shouldn't be able to stand there. I like this though, that you can't really see where the wire goes, so you just kind of have to assume it goes over there, and there's like the stuff in the way. It's like, it's good use of that sort of, what's the word? And I love how it leads right to the, button as well. Even though I don't think you need to press the button, do you? No, you don't need to press the button. Yeah, I like these giant pipes in the way. Whenever Valve does these sort of follow the wire puzzles, they try to keep things interesting along the way. It's a shame you can't use Zen stuff, because all you've got is trip mines and other things. Because I would have liked to have been able, like, that I'm just kind of following this wire to have some kind of surprises along the way, similar to what they do in that one map on the zoo. But I still like, it's still nice. It's a nice simple wire puzzle, but it's still interesting by putting these things in the way. So you can't just blindly follow it. You have to think, oh, this thing's in front of the wall. The wall continues around the corner. Where is this light coming from? That confused me. I was like, where is this light coming from? I understand though, with stuff like this, you tend to lose little details like that, and This map is so large, I can understand why some stuff got missed. Yeah. Let's go kill this Combine and see if he's still there. Ah, yes, he is. I do like if you kill this guy that you get to get the supplies he had on him. Because I think if you just let him patrolling, you wouldn't be able to get these supplies, which I think is a really nice touch. I do not like how that crate was physics. Just, I feel like a crate that large shouldn't be physics. And it just makes things kind of awkward to move around and stuff. First time I went through this, I was really tense because I knew there was an enemy. Hey! Yes, 21. I knew there was an enemy here earlier, last time that I played this. And there isn't this time, which just made me kind of tense. Because it was so quiet. Like, I kept expecting something to happen. And like with this line of sight blocker, and the outside audio is playing, so it's not really quiet. But this line of sight blocker here, I was like, there has to be someone here. Like, this looks like the perfect place for an ambush. There's a bunch of blind corners. I like that there was nothing there, but it was nice, and maybe it was just me, but I felt tense just trying to maneuver through this space because they're thinking enemies could come from, like, that's a Combine door. There's nothing really else here. I'm just moving through this space, but I kept thinking, maybe there's something here. Like, that guy saw me, you know? He probably alerted someone. Where's everybody else? And no, this... Okay, this kind of bugged me. Although there's a music change. It feels very mysterious. And when I first heard it, I was like, what? There's a bunch of wires. It's Combine stuff. We're outside. I don't understand. And then I was like, oh... that. Like, I noticed this part in the corner of my eye, but, you know, I've seen that prop everywhere. Alyx uses that all the time. But then I saw this sort of stuff here, and I was like, oh. Like, like, you teleport on this ledge, and your attention is that way. You need, like, birds or, like, wires coming from, like, this thing going out there or something to kind of draw the player's attention. I would love if this thing was more... I like the blinking lights on top, but if, like, there was some more, like, vertical movement on it, or, like, the panels on top were sort of ambiently moving around. Don't get me wrong, I love this scene, though that little trim there, that little wall on the sidewalk feels weird. I love this scene, but it just feels kind of static. Like, it has a nice eerie feeling, like you can see. I love that canal. That canal looks so cool. But yeah, it's got this nice eerie feeling of just seeing the abandoned cars, no one on the street. But it doesn't... There's no, like, electricity moving through the wires. There's some ambient motion on the trees, I think, from the wind. But, like, that screen is an animated screen. You don't have it set up properly. You need that. That is normally animated. Like, the earth down there spins. There's, like, some ambient lines moving around. Oh, that's just getting kind of tight. Yeah, like, I think there needs to be a little something extra, like some movement or something. I love this structure, though. It really gets that sense of mystery going, like, what is that? What is over there? What are they doing? Like, it's obviously covering something. What's going on? Like, that's something I think this level does so well. I love this thing. These things are so nicely detailed. Like, this is a nice surprise. Going on this corner and seeing a fabricator after not seeing one in so long. It was just nice. I missed it. I missed you, buddy. Okay, let me fix this. Yeah, and I love how you can see it from everywhere. You can see it through this window here. You can see it later on. Really nice. Now, let's see. I'm gonna do... I did the pistol sight last time. Let's stick with that. Ooh, burst fire. Oh, I missed you. Forgot you were 20. Let's see what the burst fire looks like on this thing. I'm excited. But yeah, that's so cool. I love that. That's amazing. Yeah, something weird's going on with the response rules right now. Because he keeps saying agent down. Oh, and the whole thing's gold. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Instead of the black covering the gold. I wonder if you could do more with that. Anyway, that's cool. That's awesome. Oh, this is locked. Okay. Weird that that was locked. I feel like this next part is very exploratory, but like in... Not... I love this moving across the rooftops too. There's so much more I want to do with City 17 rooftops, because this is so cool. Seeing all the Combine tech, you get some nice vistas. And I love this. Like, I love just the... There's like some nice layers. You're going that way. It's sort of a straight line. It just looks interesting. Like, I want to go there. I want to explore and see what that is. Like... I don't know. It's just something about the composition of this I really like. And it's not a straight path either. Like, there's some straight parts, but it's like there's enough distance that like I can only teleport so far. And like I still have to teleport with intention. But it doesn't feel annoying. Like it's like I don't know, it's not too inconvenient, but it's enough to make me focus. And this is where things are starting to get really eerie for me. Because I was like... I saw that was a drop down. So I'm like, okay, I'll go this way. And there's this green light in here. And I get over here and there's like... nothing. Like not even supplies, anything. Like I started to get really nervous at this point. Because I was like, there's all these empty spaces, yet there's neat little details, but there's nothing here. Like what? What happened to everybody? It's a Combine facility. Where are the guards? Like, it had me checking every corner, staying on my toes. The music, there was no music there, so I didn't really know what to feel, if that made sense. Then I think I explored down this path first. But I'll do it this way.
Usually, Combine forces use trams or trains to bring their forces in or supplies. Maybe you could find a way out through there.
I love this. I just love this vista too. Like, it's clear you're gonna go there. That light, it's just, I don't know, it draws my attention. I don't know, it just looks interesting. And I love the fact that the train's going towards that facility. Like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to go there. Like, I don't know, it gets me excited, hyped up. I love this space. This space was so cool when I first walked in. Like, this has changed so much. I loved all the pipes and stuff. Like, you really get that sense of VR and that 3D-ness of it all, because there's all the different layers. And also, it's really easy to navigate around because it's 90-degree turn, 90-degree turn, 90-degree turn, straight ahead here. Now I've got the console there, but then when I land here, I'm going this way, over here. Oh, hello, pistol clip. And then I can grab that, and here's the only sort of 180, but my attention's kind of already in that direction, so it's not that hard for me to go here and go here. Like, it's just it's easy to navigate through. It's fun as well, because it's, or not fun, it's like, I don't know, there's vertical changes. It's just a fun environment to move through, like in a way that I can't quite really describe. That I see a lot of that Half-Life Alyx does so well, and I have seen a lot of VR games in general do really badly. Like, I remember budget cuts really annoyed me with that, because there were certain points where it was just a slog to move through. And it's like a combination of visuals and actual like design. I love that. I love that you get this done and you hear it move and you can kind of see out the corner of your eye, see it move across. You're like, okay, I got the bridge up. It was really well done. Again, love these spaces. Oh, it looks so cool. There's all these little bits to like look into, explore. I do feel like it's been quiet for a little while, but I'll talk a little more. Oh, cool! You get to show off the bottle shader. Oh, that's funny. There's Reed's box. I like that. That's a nice little touch. Nice little Easter egg. And like, I remember when I did this the first time, like I came back and I'm like, okay, the Combine have to know I'm here now. And I'm just like checking every corner, like someone has to know. Like, this place is too empty. Like, I just, because it's been so long since an actual big combat, or like designated scavenging or big puzzles, that I'm like, okay, something has to happen. And I was like tense exploring down here the first time because I opened that door. This is strange. Like, it's just empty here. There's not really any supplies or anything. And then I come back around, and I'm like, okay, now there has to be enemies, right? Because that's what everyone does, and there's just not. And I like that. I kind of like that build-up. Can I grab on the side? Oh, can I grab on this side? No. Oh. Just nicely tense environment. Love this little outpost too. It's just so cool. So odd. Like, this building is so cool. I really would love to see more movement on it. Like, it's breathing or something. Like, cause like the Citadel in Half-Life Alyx, there's got all the cables. Like, these kind of pulse. But all the cables have like energy beams going, not like real energy beams, but there's like all the electrical stuff going to the Citadel. The platforms are moving up and down. There's all this air traffic going on. Like, I understand this is sort of stealthy operation, so there might not be dropships flying back and forth all the time, but like, I feel like the structure needs something. Like, it's really cool, but it needs a little bit more. It's too static. Hello, elevator. I love these elevators. Let's see how this fight goes. Remember earlier it didn't go too great. For the Combine, I mean. Not for me. Whoa. Oh! Oh, they run! Oh! Oh, nice try, Charger. Oh, hello. Oh, that's an awkward shot. Oh, you tried! I like the surprise of that encounter. You just see them like run out here and come for you. Couple minor gripes though. They do kind of bunch up, which I thought was weird. I wasn't entirely sure why that was happening. I kind of wish this... Like, I love this light. Like, earlier there wasn't a lot of space for the player to maneuver. So I love this light on the side. It gives me... it lets me know that, hey, you can look down this lane. Like, it really helps signify the space. And so I can kind of peek out over here and shoot him. Because before, I don't think there was just rubble here. Otherwise... So I got some options, but I'm also kind of like... I don't know, this might be too big a piece of cover for how small the space is. But like, I like that this cover is destructible. I think it's a neat touch. And I noticed it there too. But it doesn't really impact the fight at all. Like, I think it'd be cool for them to start shooting at me, but cover I think is safe. But like, I didn't want to take cover behind this weird pipe thing, because it didn't look like cover. It had all this rocks and stuff. Like, it didn't... Like, this is my path. This is where I can be. This is kind of jutting out some, so I'm staying on the rocks. But like here, it didn't really... And it's all round and short. Like, it didn't feel like somewhere I could take cover behind. If you want to sort of show off this, which I think is really cool and I love it. You don't see that used a lot. Huh. You might want to flip this space around so that this sort of omnidirectional cover's there. And like, I think I'm safe. Like, I can be like, there can be two levels of cover. Like, there's cover in this area, sort of medium-high crouch cover, and then this tall cover here. And you may be dealing with a guy on the left, and then someone on the right starts shooting through the rocks. And like, oh crap. Like, I saw that a little bit here, but it wasn't really prevalent to me because this is my main piece of cover. I also would have loved, because I like this sort of upward fight of this. If this thing here was swapped around and there was a shoot position in this square, so the Combine could get up onto here and, like, imagine it was swapped around, so the Combine could get here and kind of get a nice tall angle on me, create some verticality. I mean, it's a decent fight. but I feel like it relies more on the surprise factor, which is nice. And then it's just over. And then I like the pacing. It's 2 guys. You kill one, then the charger comes. Because the AI works better in these smaller spaces with the less of them there are. But yeah, it was. There's nothing back here, right? There's just a spawn room. Yeah. That could use a little work, I think. And I think them running, like, I like that. Oh my god, I see them, and then you just kind of only get a brief ability able to shoot them as they run past and get in position. But I think getting them to engage faster might also help with their survivability. Because I think an officer, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just too good of a shot. And then the music starts and just stops almost instantly, which felt kind of strange to me. Ooh. Oh, hello. You're not a manhack. You're a manhack. Oh, shoot. Ooh. I like that little fight. I think 2 manhacks would have been better, but that's a nitpick. I like how he like kind of takes cover behind that pillar. Oh, that's mysterious. I love the look of this though. Like, this is so much better than what was here before. Like, oh yeah, the zigzag thing I mentioned. Like, I could just hop this if I wanted to, I think. But it's like, it's not like turning. My attention is still strictly forward, even though I'm kind of moving left and right. Yeah, that was a neat little fight. I did give me the impression these sort of engagements made me feel like I had killed the majority of the Combine, like broken the arrow, so to speak, earlier in the level, and these were just the stragglers I was sort of mopping up, like a skeleton crew almost. Like, they kept me on guard, but they never really felt like they were like the main guys. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but yeah, I love this building so much. This is so cool and so much better than what was here before. Whoever had this idea, like these wooden boards provide a nice little like path for me to go on, because I know it can get kind of rough knowing the path at this point. But like, just standing here gives me a weird sense of vertigo, like I'm falling backwards, even though I'm not really. Like, I'm perfectly straight up. It just makes me feel really uneasy, and I kind of like it. Like, it's short-lived, which is nice, because if that really messes with people, I can get to them. But I think there's a lot of potential for this sort of environment, and that's just really cool. Like, it shows a mastery of the Hammer editor. That felt weird, though. You got this orange light here and this blue light here. That felt a little strange. But yeah, then I was like, oh, the combat's over. Then when I got here, I saw this light, and I'm like, maybe not. Like, I was, again, tense that I was going to get ambushed. And I thought when I opened this door, there might be something there, like one last climax to end things on. But nope. You reached the end.
Snag that ride, Bond. We've only just begun.
I love the delivery of that line. That line's so good. We've only just begun. It feels so dramatic and corny and great. And I love how close you get and how big this thing is. Oh, it just feels so cool. But yeah. Like, I know it's a demo. Like, if the next level is going to be action-packed, this entire long rest period of just exploring through these warehouses makes sense. It feels a lot better than it did in the past, and I like it. Like, it's not boring, but at the same time, it's like, it feels like this entire level is constantly building towards something, which I guess makes sense for a demo, which I like a lot, because it's like, you know something's gonna happen. Like, I love all the little bits of story that, like, before the exploration was kind of dull, but now that there's sort of some story contextualizing it, you're not just moving through buildings, you're exploring to figure out the Combine activity, and you see all these little hints of areas they've been in, and even that weird wall with the gun. It's like that little bit of like keeping those questions in your mind of what are they doing, like what's mystery, what are they hiding, you know? And then you get out here and you see this big building, and it just continues to draw you forward. And so I like that. It's a really it's really like, even during the somewhat slow, air quotes, slower parts, it's still keeping my focus because I've got that story in the back of my mind, that plot, that mystery, that sort of the mystery that the whole level has been sort of, and the whole level's atmosphere that's been drawing me forward. But it depends on the next level. Like, I know this is a demo, and if I was making a demo, I would have had a bit more of a climax, maybe. But I guess that you're kind of whetting their appetite, which is nice. If the next level is action-packed, then all of this sort of slower stuff makes sense. And don't get me wrong, it was tense the whole time, first time through. And I loved that. Like, just seeing the, just that room there, just this room here was like, I was like, there's gonna be something around this corner, and there wasn't. And then there was this door, and like, there's gonna be something behind that door, and there wasn't. It's nice. It's cool. Like, I don't mess with that. And I think in an actual full release, that would work perfect. You know, it's in a demo-wise. Like, if this was standalone, I'd be like, eh. But the fact it's a demo, it feels like a demo, which is, like, it feels like a first chapter or something, which is good. Also, I feel like there should be more missiles in this. Like, I feel like the space, like, this is the floor of the train, so why is the console down there? Anyway, that's a minor nitpick. But yeah, really well done, you guys.
Thank you for playing our demo, Bond. We hope you had a smashing good time, and we look forward to the full release of Runaway.
Wait, is it Runaway? I thought it was Runway. Have I not been reading that right? Anyway, excellent work, you guys. Brilliant. I love the changes you've made. Yeah, really well done. There's some nitpicks and there's some rough edges, but like, the thing's so large. Like, it really pales in comparison to the sheer, like, quality on display here. Oh, it is Runway, not Runaway. Huh. Anyway, yeah, awesome job, you guys. Brilliant. I love it. It's just seeing this go from start to finish and just wonderful. Just it's a blast to play and go through. And I didn't mind playing through it all again. Sure, I missed that surprise of that first time playthrough, that uncertainty. But that's true of any sort of single player Half-Life style campaign, especially something like this. But it was still like a visual treat and just a fun to be in the spaces. It's not a picture on a wall. It's not a flat screen. You're moving through these spaces, which I like a lot. And just the fact that you were able to capture that sense of mystery in the lighting and mood in a lot of places, which I think was just really well done. I wish that stadium had a little bit more to it. That sort of, I call it the stadium. I don't know what it is, but such a cool idea and such a cool structure. I'm really excited to see what's inside. Yeah, awesome job, you guys. Wonderful, great, amazing.